Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Auglaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Celina Road or AuglaiseEquipmentRental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaze Equipment Rental.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's is proud to support Roughrider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughrider football game streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, the greatest of all times.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles 767, people helping people.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Well, good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to Grand Lake Health Systems Field on this beautiful Friday night, the season finale for the regular high school football season. Tonight, Rider Nation Station is happy to bring you the Western Buckeye League rivalry between the Celina Senior Bulldogs and the St. Mary's Roughriders. I'm Joe Hurlbert, and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's contest. Alongside me, Zach Farrell will be analyzing and with his color commentary. And Zach, I'll tell you what, we have had beautiful weather throughout the entire course of the season. Got a little chilly a couple weeks back, but nonetheless, it's been tolerable. And this is absolutely perfect weather.
Absolutely perfect out here, maybe close to 70 degrees on the field. Going to get a little chillier as the night continues, but this is football weather, and this is great. How are we in the last week of the regular season again already?
It's hard to believe, and of course, playoff implications are at stake, and I think that if you look at that, this is a big ball game for St. Mary's because they're currently sitting in the 8th spot, and I'm not really sure what happens. I'm sure if they win, they will either stay at 8 or move up because Celina's a Division III team, but I don't know what happens if they would happen to drop this one tonight. If they would stay, if they would drop to 9, and if that be the case, then we'd be on the road.
Yeah, it looks like from what I can tell is that we win no matter what. We're going to be in the top 8, have a home game. And I was hoping that we were going to move up after the last couple weeks of wins, and unfortunately we didn't. We're still sticking there at 8. So I know both of these teams, there's actually I think 5 teams in the WBL that have already clinched playoffs. Mm-hmm. So they're in the playoffs for sure. But, man, how much nicer would it be to have a home game next week as opposed to being on the road. And then potentially the following week, depending on how the seeds work out.
Absolutely. Well, this is a night full of pageantry, a lot of things that are taking place tonight, and we're going to kind of help you, bring you up to speed with some of the things that are taking place tonight. One thing I want to mention before we get started, that it is senior night, and there will be 20 seniors on this football club that will be recognized tonight for their dedication to this program and participation. And and it's also bittersweet, even though there's a possibility they could play next week, but this is the last regular season game that that these players will play here at Grand Lake Health Station Field, and it's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah, and no guarantee for next week, so
absolutely,
you better leave it all out here on the field. I'm sure Coach Fry is telling them that. We're talking about those things, playoffs and last night on the field, but what's really looming over it all is you don't need any of that extra stuff because it's Celina week.
Absolutely.
And you got the green and white on the other side of the field. You better be fired up no matter what.
Also, just moments to coming on air, they recognize Mark Sisko and is it Rich Heil?
Rich Heil.
Yep, Rich Heil. They will be retiring as officials at the end of this season, and Mark Sisko has been an official in the state of Ohio for 40 years. I think Rich Heil for 20.
Yep.
And they're going to lay the whistles down, so to speak, at the end of the game. And you see them both on your screen. Mark's on the left and Rich is on the right. So we wish them all the best. And there might be some other things that are taking place in recognition of them as well. But also tonight during halftime, we're going to be bringing it to you. The marching band is going to do script riders tonight. It's pretty much a tradition. They do it at the last home game of the regular season, so hopefully we'll see that. And, of course, the big confrontation between the St. Mary's Roughriders and the Celina Bulldogs. Of course, Celina lost last week to Wapak 28-22. Their overall record is 6-3. St. Mary's overall record is 7-2. Both of them are tied for third place in the Western Buckeye League with 6 and 2 marks. So a lot of things. I think more importantly, not only is it have anything to do with where you finish in the Western Buckeye League, this is a game of pride.
Absolutely. This has been voted the best rivalry in Northwest Ohio. Unfortunately, the other side of the lake hasn't held their end of the bargain over the past few years. It hasn't been as great of a game. But this year, again, we've got two teams with great records, and we should have a great game on the field.
All right, right now, the Memorial All-Brass Marching Band are going to do the alma mater, and we'll keep it right here.
And it's the seniors tonight.
Absolutely. Memorial High School marching band, and of course right now they're splitting the M on the field, and they will honor the seniors and cheerleaders for the 2022 season. And I believe what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over to the public address system, and we'll just kind of keep an eye on them.
Number 4, Keegan Sharp, and number 11, Caden Sharp, escorted by Nikki and Max Sharp. Number 14, Jamal Kessler, escorted by Dot and Matt Kessler. Number 16, Carson Giesecke, escorted by Chris and Brian Giesecke. Number 23, Caleb Felber, and number 62, Greg Felber, escorted by Brad and Amy Felber. Number 28, Keith Dilsaver, escorted by Rick and Shelley Dilsaver and Robin Linkett. Number 32, Jay Schaefer, escorted by Jessica and Anthony Schaefer. Number 33, Tristan Gardner, escorted by Joe Miller. Number 45, Braden Sullivan, escorted by Joe and Angie Sullivan. Number 50, Braden Adams, escorted by Doug and Ashley Adams and April Adams. Number 52, Deshaun Vernon, escorted by Camilla Garinger and Ivan Honer and the late Shane Vernon. Number 56, Trent Wycuff, escorted by Nikki and Jamie Wycuff. Number 68, Kayla Miller, escorted by Rodney and Darla Miller. Number 90, Eli Rickard, escorted by Danielle Nuding. Number 75, Brayden Saylor, escorted by Chris and Shannon Saylor. Number 76, Hayden Warren, escorted by Robert and Sheen Warren. Number 88, Carson Engel, escorted by Brian Engel and Anna Matthews. Number 95, Braxton King, escorted by Justin and Shauna King. Number 99, Jack Frey, escorted by Hope Frey. And now for our senior cheerleaders. Carly Lucas, our mascot, escorted by Jerry and Jen Lucas. Charlie Spencer, escorted by Doug and Andrea Spencer. Jalen Stein Ackley, escorted by Cody and Amber Brown. Congratulations to our 2023 seniors.
The 2022 seniors, football players, and cheerleaders recognized before this crowd here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. And Zach, as I look down below us, I'll tell you what, the Roughrider faithful have showed up in force tonight to support this ball club and hopefully root this team onto a victory, and we can move on from there.
Yeah, there's been traffic coming into this place for an hour before the game started, I think. This is definitely, in my opinion, the biggest crowd that we've had here at home. And there's still cars coming in and people wandering in. So pretty interesting how many people we can see actually fitting into the stadium tonight. It's going to be a really great atmosphere for the Battle of Grand Lake.
Well, I stand corrected. I said that there were 20 senior football players being recognized tonight, and one person was not on the roster when it was printed, and that was Braxton King. Braxton joined the ball club about week 4 into the season, maybe week 3, and was omitted on the original roster that I have in front of me. So 21 seniors tonight have been recognized as far as this football program is concerned. The St. Mary's Memorial all-brass marching band on the field. We will be awaiting the presentation of our nation's colors. We'll have the playing of the national anthem. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a quick break. We'll keep an eye on the color guard. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more from Grand Lake Health Systems Field right after this.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Celina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
At Chef Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we don't play any of those pricing games. Our quality vehicles are priced at or below market value, and our no-pressure friendly staff is here to help you. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron Hyde, the car guy at Chef Auto Sales.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Roughrider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
Are you looking for a new trailer or needing your current one fixed? Then head over to Midway Trailer Sales. We're conveniently located just off U.S. Highway 33 in St. Mary's and Interstate 75 in Dayton. We're your one-stop shop for new and used trailers, flatbeds, and snowplows. We also offer a wide array of parts to fit your trailer's needs. Our professional service team will get you back on the road in no time. And of course, we're Ohio's only authorized empty hopper dealer. Come visit us at www.midwaytrailers.net. When you need a haul, give Midway a call.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field, and of course you just saw a list of our commercials during the commercial break, and of course we cannot thank them enough for sponsoring Roughrider football throughout the course of the 2022 season. Of course, Laura Yelton and Logan Yelton, State Farm Insurance, our kickoff return sponsor, Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law, our penalty sponsor, Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, our big Roughrider replay, the sponsor, Hewer Renovating in St. Mary's, our halftime and post-game sponsor, Chef Auto Sales. We saw the commercial on the American Legion Post 323 here in St. Mary's for sponsoring our Saturday highlight show. So again, if you get an opportunity, stop by these fine folks and thank them for supporting Roughrider football on Rider Nation Station. Well, the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Marching Band getting ready to move to the south end of the field. Or no, they stay right here for the playing of the national anthem. We're waiting for the arrival of the color guard. There they are. There you see them on your screen.
Joe, while the color guard comes across, I wanted to give an announcement out there. Everyone in St. Mary's and the surrounding communities is invited to the Ohio Army National Guard Memorial Dedication for 143 years of service in St. Mary's. It's going to be on Veterans Day, Friday, November 11th, 2022 at 11 a.m. in Memorial Park on the corner of Chestnut Street and South Street in St. Mary's, Ohio. The reception will follow in the dedication in the basement of the Eagles Lodge 767. So once again, Everyone in St. Mary's and the surrounding communities is cordially invited to the Ohio Army National Guard Memorial Dedication, celebrating 143 years and honoring the service for that unit in St. Mary's on Veterans Day, Friday, November 11th, 2022 at 11 a.m. in Memorial Park.
There you see on your screen the color guard presenting our nation's colors by the VFW Post, the American Legion Post in St. Mary's. While the Memorial High School All-Brass Marching Band plays our national anthem, we're going to stay here and we'll bring you the national anthem. Front of this nice crowd here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Across the way, you see on your screen the Celina Senior Bulldogs. This is going to be a dandy contest. Both teams, as I mentioned, 6-2 in the Western Buckeye League, but more importantly, bragging rights as far as this game is concerned, and really a lot of it is for pride. So we'll see how things transpire. Of course, the Roughriders last week lost Cody Wallace with a broken tibia. Carter Steinberg will be the quarterback. I thought last week against Bath he stepped in and did a solid job running the offense. And the one thing that we did not see from him, or we have not seen much of, is him throwing the football. We'll have to see how that plays out as the course of this ball game goes on.
Yeah, Carter Steinberg looked incredibly comfortable stepping in at quarterback. Coach Bo Fry talked in his show this week about he may have more snaps at quarterback than Cody Wallace did, because Cody was out last year and Carter Steinberg was the backup quarterback last year and got a lot of reps that way, which is a great thing, especially it's one of the benefits of the wing T offense is you can lose your quarterback and have somebody step right in and be very close to the same level that you were at. The other thing about Carter Steinberg is he definitely doesn't have the arm that Cody Wallace does, but he's got a lot of speed. You know, he plays split in, and I'm excited to see him run some boots. And he's not afraid to put his shoulder down either. He's made some nice catches this year. I think the only pass we actually saw him was a halfback pass earlier in the year. I think he might have thrown a pick. I don't know if it was I don't think it was a completion, but so I don't think he's got the strongest arm, but I don't think we need it with this offense and this running attack.
And keep in mind, Carter knows this offense because he's, like I said, he's been the backup quarterback, but he's also been the wide receiver most of this season when Cody Wallace has been the quarterback.
Right, he's not coming off the sidelines, stepping into the game. He's been on the field all season.
So he is game ready, so to speak. Well, we're getting ready for this ball game. We're ready for both ball clubs to head out to St. Mary's Roughriders. I believe they're going to receive the football to start this contest. And back will be Kevin Perry, Braden Sullivan, and Colton Mabry.
Joe, looking at the other side of the field, Nick Adams for Celina has a heck of an arm. Watching him on film, made some really nice passes. Didn't stretch the field vertically very much. A lot of rolling out, but when he threw it, really slung it well. That being said, he also throws a lot of risky passes. I think 3 interceptions last week against Wapak. So St. Mary's needs to capitalize on that on defense today.
Keegan Sharp will go back instead of Kevin Perry. He'll be in the middle. This Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and a local agent. Call or stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. There's the kickoff, and this ball game is underway. Colton Mabry has the ball. He'll cross the 20 to the 25. He'll bowl forward, and he will be brought down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Kind of a slow-moving kick return there. Didn't get a lot of speed behind the walls. Just kind of tried to move it slow, almost like a bulldozer. But some Celina guys able to pull him down on the backside. Still a pretty nice gain out to the 29-yard line.
So the Rough Riders have it 1st and 10. This is their first possession of the football game. Steinberg will turn and hand the ball to Aiden Hinkle.
Nothing tricky, just Aiden Hinkle doing what he's done all season, which is running that nice little dive off tackle, fighting for some hard yards there. Just like that, 2nd and 5.
Tackle on the play by Celina was by Braylon Gabus. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 for the Rough Riders. Steinberg under center. He'll turn, give the ball to Hinkle. Hinkle's got a hole. And he is going to be brought down by a host of Celina Bulldogs.
One thing that we talked about was that Celina has struggled all year to stop the run on defense, and we know St. Mary's has struggled a few times to stop the pass. And it'll be interesting to see if either defense can step up. So far, it looks like St. Mary's getting the best of Celina's rush defense.
We'll call it 3rd and 1, and I don't think he's going to make it.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Good penetration by the Celina defensive front. They're going to give him a Fowler TV 1st down.
He got stopped, but fortunately the line was a yard or 2 downfield before he got stopped.
So the nose of the football will be resting on the Rough Rider 40-yard line. A Fowler TV 1st down will move the football, and the Rough Riders will have a fresh set of downs. I think one of the things, Zach, the Rough Riders would be in their best interest, if it's all possible, is to keep the ball on the ground, keep it out of the hands of the Celina offense, and then just chew up a lot of clock. Colton Mabry on the carry.
Nice job from Corbin Lehman coming through the backside where the guard pulled and running that down from the backside. A lot of speed there, catching up to Colton Mabry.
We'll give Mabry a gain of 1. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Colton on the season, 67 carries, 592 yards, 4 touchdowns. His longest run is 4.5. He's averaging 9.2 yards per carry. Steinberg has him in the full house backfield. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. He spins away from a tackle. He's got a Fowler TV 1st down.
Wow.
Good second effort by Aiden Hinkle.
St. Mary's runs, I think, to the left side for the first time tonight. Instead of a dive, it's a little trap right there. Nice big hole. 55 from Celina does a pretty good job of getting a hand on him. Caden Merlin. But Aiden Hinkle, you got to tackle him with more than just an arm. He's going to run through that every time. Caden Merlin, 6 foot, 250-pound junior. He's a
1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball in Celina territory. Give the ball to Mabry. Mabry turns upfield, and we'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play. We talked about Aiden Hinkle just a moment ago. He leads the Western Buckeye League in rushing. He's coming into tonight's contest, 153 carries, 1,237 yards, 17 touchdowns. His longest run of the season was last week against Bath for 89 yards. He is averaging 8.1 yards per carry. So we'll give him a gain of 6 on that play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 for the Rough Riders. Wing to the right, turn, give the ball to Hinkle. Good blocking on the right side of the field, on the right side of the line. And we'll give him a Fowler TV first down. They'll move the chains. The Rough Riders right now are doing what they need to do, is keeping the ball on the ground, picking up first downs, and chewing up time on the clock.
Nothing special, just some smash mouth football and some excellent job by the offensive line, making some big holes for these running backs. Joe, we got people watching from all over tonight. Want to give a special shout out to the class of 1967, celebrating their class reunion. Some of them are watching us tonight from Idlewild, and some are here in the stands.
Full house in the backfield, give the ball to Hinkle. He'll go off the left side. Good job by that offensive line. Xavier LeClaire, Trent Wyckoff, Caleb Miller, Greg Felver, Braden Saylor, Eli Rickard. We'll give him a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. The ball will be placed at the Celina 31-yard line.
We got Kyle Perry watching his cousin Kevin Perry from Fairbanks, Alaska.
Really?
We've got Mr. Judge Joey Three Sticks from Orange, New Jersey watching. All over the country, Joe. Tuning in for Battle of Grand Lake.
Hinkle, trap, and he'll pick up a Fowler TV first down. You know, we've got people all over the country, all over the world watching, but we also got them here locally. We got them at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, at the American Legion Post, the VFW Post, Eagles Lodge, out at the Varsity Lanes here in St. Mary's, and
BW3s.
BW3s. So wherever you may be watching, we're glad to have you along. We thank you for your support. Don't forget, coming up midway through the third quarter, we'll have our Rough Rider trivia questions. Got a good one this week. Braden Sullivan on the carry. It's his first carry of the football. It will give him a gain of about 3. Now, I will tell you this. I'll give you a little clue. If you watch 3rd and Long from Guarneri's on Wednesday night, I kind of gave a little clue about the answer.
Well, I'm sure all 800 viewers were tuning into that one as well.
We'll call it 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3 for the Rough Riders. Full house in the backfield. Steinberg under center. He's going to give the ball to Mabry. He's got blockers out front. He squares his shoulders, turns it upfield. We'll give him a gain of a couple on the play. Well, I'll tell you what, some of the camera shots that our crew gets, I would love to have on our Wednesday Bo Fry show and Rules of the Game.
Yeah, it's tough dealing with that huddle view.
Exactly.
One of these days we'll get Rich Spencer to, individually take every single play out.
I'm sure we'll get that accomplished. Broadcast. We'll call it 3rd and 5 for the Rough Riders. Hinkles, and he's going to be way short of the first down. We'll give him a gain of about 1 yard on the play, if that. So obviously the Rough Riders are in 4-down territory. They'll keep the football, and we'll see what happens. We'll call it 4th down and 5 for the Rough Riders.
Great job by Adam Faber shedding his block and making the big stop on that toss sweep.
Braxton King just trots off the field. Apparently he saw a little bit of play on the offensive line.
Yeah, they had a heavy set in that time. And they just, I think, were trying to decide which side to toss it to.
Heath Dillsaver wide to the right, give the ball to Sullivan. Sullivan has stopped, and he's going to be brought down well short of the first down, so the Rough Riders will turn the football over on downs. But I'll tell you what, they chewed up over 7 minutes on the clock. We've got 4:49 remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's got some blockers out there in front, just chooses to try to take it to the outside when he maybe should have turned it upfield a little sooner.
Well, now for the first possession for the Celina Bulldogs. The ball is resting at their own 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Quarterback Nick Adams is calling the signals. Xander Jones behind him. Adams, give it to Jones. And good second effort, but the Rough Riders will bring him down, but not after he picks up a gain of about 2 on the play. So we'll call it 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to run on the Family Audiology scoreboard.
Yeah, Celina offensively is going to be pretty much exclusively out of the shotgun. They're going to run a lot, though. They like to put a couple wing backs in there, or a couple blockers on the line and run. And then they like to make a lot of quick passes and roll their quarterback out as well.
Nick Adams in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Adams is going to go back. He's going to go deep down the middle, and the ball is knocked away by Tristan Gardner. I thought he had it there for a minute. Let's check the replay. Our Schaff Auto Sales instant replay. Well, he can throw it, and he's got it, and knocked out of his hands by Gardner.
Yeah, Gardner let Brandon Gabes get a little bit behind him, but did a great job of pulling that ball out of there.
So it's a big play for the Rough Rider defense to keep the Bulldogs pinned deep in Rough Rider territory. We're going to call it 3rd down and 8. Got a fairly tight formation for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the right. They'll send a man in motion, and they're going to throw it out to Xander Jones, and he's going to come up short of the 1st down. So the Rough Rider defense rises to the occasion, and it will force the Celina Bulldogs to punt the football away.
Yeah, tried a little play action, and Rough Rider defense did a great job of getting pressure on Nick Adams right now. He had him just make a little dump-off pass. Did a really good job of getting that little dump-off pass to his running back. And Xander Jones almost made something out of it, but great job of the St. Mary's defense of sticking to their positions and making the play.
Yeah, good play by Jacob Kessler. Back to receive the punt, I believe, is Keegan Sharp. That's a low punt. No, this is Sullivan. Gets it on the hop, makes a move, and is brought down. We've got a Dave Weilbacher penalty on the play.
Yeah,
ball is thrown at the 40-yard line. Now, who could that be against?
It's going to be a block in the back.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, I think number...
Well, I tell you what, the Rough Riders could ill afford to do penalties like this. There he is right there, Tristan Gardner. Yeah, pretty obvious.
Yeah, you just got to be smarter than that. Get your head in front of him, put your body in front of him.
During the return, block in the back, receive team, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
So that'll move the ball back to the Rough Rider 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. 3:08 remaining. You can see it on your screen. 3:08 remaining here in the 1st quarter from Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, bringing you all the action of tonight's contest. Counter back, it's Keegan Sharp, and he's not going to go anywhere.
That's number 57 from Celina. I don't have him on the list. '57, the unknown defensive end for Celina, making a nice play there.
Colton Mabry will shift to the other side, give the ball to Hinkle on the pitch. Right side, puts his shoulders down, crosses the 35. Stays in bounds. Clock will continue to run. 2:22 remaining in the 1st quarter. We'll give him a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 3 for St. Mary's. Heath Dillsaver wide to the left. Give the ball to Hinkle. And he's going to, all depends on where they're going to mark the football, but I believe he's going to be short.
Yeah, he's going to be about a yard short from where they're marking. Looks pretty accurate to where he was. Just another little off tackle dive.
So for the Rough Riders, they had a great first possession. They marched the football down and got it inside the red zone before they were turned away. This one here is a 3 and out as Jay Schaefer will come on to do the punting for the Roughriders. Schaefer, he shanks this one bad. And it's going to be down on the Rough Rider side of the 50-yard line. So not a good punt by Jay Schaefer. That's probably the poorest punt we've seen all season long.
Yeah, I think the snap kind of threw him off timing-wise. It was a pretty high snap. He probably thought there was someone coming, but there actually wasn't. Celina was kind of in a prevent. Let's watch the snap again. Just a little high. And Schaefer sort of rushed it and shanked it.
So the Bulldogs back on the field with their second possession of the first quarter. Nick Adams, your quarterback. 6 foot, 150-pound senior. He's going to launch one out to
Faber.
Adam Faber. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. We're under a minute to play in the first quarter. 45 seconds remaining. Good job by Sullivan and also Jamal Kessler fighting off blocks. 2nd down and 7. Ball is at the Rough Rider 46-yard line. Xander Jones, the ball carrier. They're going to give him about maybe a yard on the play, so we'll call it 3rd down and 6 for Celina. Big play once again for this Rough Rider defense. We got a timeout on the field with no score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back right after this break.
If you want a winning banking relationship for all your financial needs, let Minster Bank help. We can make all your winning dreams come true. Find us at minsterbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sophomore quarterback Mike Bath brings him out on the tee. Calls the signals. He wants to throw it. He's looking. He's in trouble. He avoids one. He's hit. He's going to be down. Yep. He's down back at the 23-yard line. Tim Carpenter, Ted Liette, Mike Daniels were there.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health System Field. You heard our big Rough Rider replay, and you heard at the end one of the players that were in on that particular play was Mike Daniels. And, of course, our condolences goes out to the family. Mike passed away last month, and all of our condolences. They've got a half-back pass, and it's caught by Faber. Faber will be tackled at about the 3-yard line. Just a wide receiver, and he's going to throw the football. Very well disguised.
Nathan Rammel, yeah, that's a tough play. St. Mary's nearly had both running backs tackled in the backfield on that. They did a pretty good job of sniffing it out, but the defensive backs bit on the second reverse, and nobody was back there covering Faber coming across the backside.
Now they're going to mark the football at the 1-yard line. I think referee Mark Sisko is going to go over and talk to Bo Fry and Nick Yale. Okay.
Looks like it got frozen a little bit on the transition screen. Running again now.
Bulldogs at the 1-yard line. And we'll see, I'm not sure who the ball carrier was. I think it might have been Xander Jones, but he takes it in from 1 yard out, and the Celina Bulldogs draw first blood and lead on the family audiology scoreboard by a score of 6-0.
Good job on the right side of that line. You can see they crash down there, create a little hole, and pretty good job of filling it for the St. Mary's linebackers, but it's awful tough to do from the 1 yard line. Xander Jones clearly
Layden Ackley was the ball carrier.
Oh, Ackley.
Ackley. I stand corrected. The point after attempt is good by Carter Allstader, and the Celina Senior Bulldogs take a 7-0 lead. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll have the Bulldog kickoff right after this.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Celina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
This Roughrider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and a local agent. Call or stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Better pick that up. Wow.
Good run by Keegan Sharp.
Looked like both teams just thought the play was over or something. Everybody just standing around. Keegan Sharp's running the ball.
So the Rough Riders will have the football. 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 25-yard line. They trail on the family audiology scoreboard 7-0 here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field.
I will say, watching the game last week, Wapakoneta struggled to run early on and continued to work on them, and they had a lot more success as the game went on against this line of defense. But St. Mary's has had some success already, so we got to see him put it together for a full drive.
Braden Sullivan checked in for the Rough Riders in the backfield. He replaced Dominic Osborne. Pitch to Hinkle.
Ball's out. Oh, no.
Hinkle squirts through and gets a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and about 2 for the Rough Riders.
Saw the ball flash there for a second. Thought it had popped out, but just his arm coming up a little bit because he had his shoulder down and was pushing for that close to that 1st down.
Hinkle goes nowhere. Well, here I think is the mindset of the Celina Senior Bulldogs. We're going to stop the run.
Yeah.
They have yet to show anything otherwise than running the football. They have not put the ball in the air as of yet. So the Celina Bulldogs are, they're packing the zone, and they're putting 9 players in the box and daring the Rough Riders to throw the football. Jay Schaefer on to attempt his 2nd punt of the evening. First one didn't pan out so well. This one's a little better. And Braylon Gabus on the return for the Celina Bulldogs.
Yeah, much better snap that time. And you could tell Schaefer took his time a little bit.
Not much pressure by the Bulldog defense. Got a nice high spiral out of it. Good coverage by the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the Celina 35-yard line. Nick Adams, the quarterback. Good stop by the defense. Xander Jones, the ball carrier for Celina. Good job by the people up front. Logan
I think
Compton, Braxton King.
Caden Sharp made that big hit on the back.
Adams passes it out here to Faber, and he is smothered by this Rough Rider defense. As a matter of fact, he's going to lose some yardage on this particular play. Good job by Jamal Kessler's in there. Jay Schaefer's in there. Caden Sharp was in there. We mentioned Caden Sharp a moment ago. He has 69 tackles on the season. Kevin Perry leads this ball club in tackles with 96. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs.
That's not a great spot, Joe. I'm watching that replay. He really didn't have possession of the ball until the 31-yard line.
Nick Adams throws the ball out of bounds with no receiver open, so it'll force the Celina Bulldogs to punt the football away. Back to return the punt for the Rough Riders, Keegan Sharp and Braden Sullivan. 8:03 remaining here in the first half. Xander Jones will do the punting for the Celina Bulldogs. So an opportunity for the Rough Riders to pick up a little bit better field possession on their next possession. There's a nice high end over punt, nice spiral, Sharp, and he'll go right up the middle, and he is stopped at about the 46-yard line of St. Mary's. So here comes the Rough Rider offense. We'll see if they have any wrinkles they want to throw into the offense. But for right now, the Celina Senior Bulldogs are setting on the run and just forcing the Rough Riders to go up top.
Yeah, and sometimes we see St. Mary's able to adjust their formations and sort of create mismatches on the line to make up for that. But tonight, Celina's playing with such energy that there's people coming through every side.
Ball's loose. And the Celina Bulldogs recover at their Rough Rider 49-yard line. Caden Sharp, the ball carrier, doesn't put it on the turf very often. This one just popped out. And Braylon Gabus comes up with a loose football, and Celina will have the football 1st and 10 at the St. Mary's 49-yard line.
Yeah, coach is gonna say you can't swing that ball out there. You gotta get it up and tight, high and tight. And when you feel pressure, squeeze.
Nick Adams give the ball to Xander Jones. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Jay Schaefer in on that stop. 58 tackles on the season with Jay Schaefer. I think he's got 11 tackles for loss. He leads the team in that category. Adams is going to put the ball in the air, and it's picked off. Gardner to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. One man to beat. Cuts back. Oh, and he's brought down.
Well, we talked about Nick Adams, pretty good passer, but he'll throw a lot of risky throws. That's not a great pass there. He just overthrows his receiver, and Gardner makes him pay for it.
He's got a blocker out in front of him in Caleb Felver, and he was brought down by one hand, and that's, well, Well, that's unfortunate because he had 6 written all over this one.
Yeah.
So the Roughriders will have the football in great field position. The ball is resting at the 9-yard line for the Celina Bulldogs. Puts a breath of new life into the Roughrider offense. We'll see if they can punch it in from 9 yards out. It'll be first and goal from the 9. Roughriders in the full house backfield. Turn, give the ball to, I think that might have been Osborne on the carry.
Looked like it, yep.
Dominic Osborne with his first carry of the night. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it second and goal. The ball is placed at the Celina 6-yard line. So this is a big series for the Roughriders. Full house in the backfield. Steinberg turns, give the ball to Hinkle, touchdown!
Bumbling, stumbling, make the trap great again. Aiden Hinkle right up the middle. Celina defender meets him about the 2-yard line, and Hinkle says, all right, come on with me into the end zone,
exactly.
Buddy.
Boom! I'll show you what the end zone looks like.
Great job up front. Look at that hole.
Oh, yeah, he meets the guy on the 2-yard line and just that's just nothing but power football right there.
A little bit of a bullfighter Olay tackle, too.
Aiden Hinkle's 18th touchdown on the season. Logan Rush will be on to do the point after out of the hold of Braden Sullivan. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:27 remaining here in the first half, from Grand Lake Health System Field on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Bulldogs 7, the St. Mary's Roughriders 7, back with the Roughrider kickoff right after this.
Speckman Automotive with stores in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Speckman Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve. Shop local. Shop Speckman Automotive.
VFW 9289's mission is to honor all veterans, past, present, and future. Come on out on Football Friday nights to watch the live stream of Rough Rider football. VFW 9289, a proud sponsor of Rider Nation Station.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, where the Rough Riders have tied this one up with 6:27 remaining in the first half, 7-7 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and a local agent. Call or stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Jay Schaefer will kick it off. High end over end kick. It'll go almost into the end zone. It's going to be run back by number 11. Is it 11 or 9?
4.
It could be 4. Braylon Gabus on the return.
Disappointing to see that good of a kick returned back that far.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Celina Bulldogs. Ball is placed at their own 31-yard line.
Real close to stepping in the end zone there.
Nick Adams in the shotgun all by himself. He's going to tuck it and run, and the Rough Rider defense stopping. Braxton King's in on the stop, and I believe Jay Schaefer in on the stop.
Almost looked like a face mask, but tackler just had his arm wrapped around the helmet, which is legal as long as you're not grabbing anything on the face mask or the helmet part.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the last play. Quick pass, and it's almost picked off again.
Whew. Little jump pass there. A la Tim Tebow.
Pass was intended for number 14. That's Gavin Brown. It'll bring up third down and 10 for Celina. Another big down here for St. Mary's. 5:37 remaining. You see it on your screen. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 lone setback. Adams going to drop back. It's going to be a screen. And the Rough Riders are there to stop it. We're going to give him a gain of about 3 on the play.
I like that play call. It almost caught the entire line, but a couple of them got back, and good job by Caden Sharp getting off a block and getting up there, slow him down.
King in there as well, playing with a little bit of motor, I think, is that's how Coach Bo calls it. They plays with a motor.
Well, it's senior night.
Absolutely.
Potentially last game here on your home field. Leave it all out there.
Adam, let's see, it'll be Xander Jones to do the punting for the Celina Bulldogs. Sullivan and Sharp back to receive this punt. Punt is up. Nice punt. Sullivan drops it, and the ball is loose. And I believe Sharp comes up with it. Well, that's something that I probably could ask Bo. If the punt returner that is not going to receive the football, does he tell him whether to fair catch it or not? Or are you just hung out there to drop?
I think typically you tell you put it in the guy's hand who's catching it. You say, take a peek and put your hand up if you need to. We've seen those 2 guys all game tonight on those punts, making some close catches, and almost came back to bite him right there.
Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 30-yard line. Hinkle up the middle, side steps. It'll be a Fowler TV first down, and we'll give him a gain of about 24 yards on that particular play. The ball will be placed at the 49-yard line. Nice run, nice blocking up front. Brought down by Adam Faber of Celina.
It almost seems like Celina was sitting on the sweep and the dive, and so St. Mary's said, we're going to go ahead and trap it right up the middle. Nice wall created there from the offensive line.
Another trap. Aiden Hinkle on the carry. Another nice gain. Gave him a gain of 7 on the play. And keep in mind, as I mentioned earlier, he's averaging 8.1 yards per carry. Carter Steinberg, the quarterback, filling in for an injured Cody Wallace, who was hurt last week against the Bath Wildcats. Osborne in motion, give the ball to Hinkle, left side, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down. We'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 1 for the Rough Riders.
Went back to that dive. Hinkle actually got more yardage than I thought he did from the way it looked live, but this will be interesting. We've seen them run a couple plays on these 3rd and shorts, and they've been stuffed both times and forced to punt. I wonder what they're going to do this time.
Give it to Hinkle, and it'll be a Fowler TV first down as he crosses the 40-yard line and is brought down at the Celina 38.
They went away from they didn't try the trap that time. They just tried to power it right up the middle, and looks like the offensive line is getting a little bit more push on the Celina defensive line
look
this
at
series.
Leclerc. Did you see Leclerc, number 77?
Yeah, he absolutely pancaked
him. Exactly. Oh, we've got movement.
I think we had timeout called first. I think the
timeout.
The whistle caused the movement.
Well, then we'll take that. We got timeout on the field with 3:02 remaining here in the first half. On the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Rough Rider 7, the Bulldogs 7. Back right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, bringing you this rivalry between the Celina Bulldogs and the St. Mary's Roughriders. 7-7 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Roughriders have a new set of downs, and it'll be 1st and 10. The ball is placed at the Celina 38-yard line. Slot to the left, turn, give the ball to, nice run by Sullivan. And he'll get to the 20-yard line. That's another Fowler TV first down. I
faked this all out.
I thought Aiden Hinkle had the football right there. I'm watching him, and I thought, yeah, nice move there. Nice step over the defender and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a boot, if Carter held onto the ball. I did not see him hand the ball off. Great job by Sullivan, really making a lot of that on his own.
Hinkle, lone setback behind Steinberg. Goes right up the middle with it, spin move, and he just keeps driving and carrying people. He's got
so strong.
He's got 4 Bulldogs hanging on him, and give him a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down, and we'll give him a gain of 5. We'll call it 2nd down and 5.
Runs into a wall about 3 yards down the field, spins for a couple more, gets hit by 4 guys, and pulls them another 3 yards.
Hinkle's got the football. He's going to. And there they kind of wrap him up, and he'll get a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 3. Obviously, the Roughriders in 2-down territory. 3rd down, and we're going to call it 2. A long 2 for the Roughriders. Hinkle, the lone setback behind Steinberg. Man in motion, turn. Give the ball to Hinkle, and he bulls forward for a Fowler TV first down.
Wow. They ran that same play, I think, that earlier that we all thought it went to Hinkle, and then they faked it this time to Sullivan. Hinkle held on to it, but he got stopped and just pulled him another 3 yards down the line.
So we'll call it 1st down and goal. The ball is at the Celina 9-yard line. Clock is running. Mabry going to dance to the outside. Squares his shoulders, and he's going to be tackled at about the 2-yard line, I believe.
Wow. Colton Mabry making something out of nothing there.
Got a Celina player getting up a little woozy.
Wow. Offensive lineman getting a little pushed into Colton Mabry. Colton takes his time, gets to the outside, turns it up, and delivers a blow right at the goal line.
Ball is placed at the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal for the Roughriders. I think Roughriders are going to call timeout, I believe.
Yeah, I think they wanted to let as much time go as possible. We're down here under a minute, 57 seconds left now. Why not? You're down here. You don't want to give ball back to Celina with any time on the clock.
Absolutely. So with 57 ticks remaining in the first half, 7-7 our score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take time in for these messages. We'll be right back.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. 57 seconds remaining here in the first half. Roughriders knocking on the door. I want to remind everybody along the way that at halftime, Zach will be talking to Memorial High School Principal John Burke. We'll get a grade card, so to speak, of what things that is taking place so far during the school year. So it'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 1. 2nd and goal. Roughriders in a full house backfield. Carter Steinberg under center. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. Touchdown, Roughriders. Aiden Hinkle with his 19th touchdown of the season.
pretty much walked in that time. Just offensive line crashed down and just created a huge wall for him. Could have turned around and done the moonwalk into the end zone that time, Joe.
So Logan Rush will be on to do the point after. Braden Sullivan will hold. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Little hitch there.
Exactly. So with 54 seconds remaining on our family audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Celina Bulldogs 7. We'll be back with the Roughrider kickoff right after this.
Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Celina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
Back at Grand Lake Health System Field, Roughriders lead on the family audiology scoreboard 14-7. A little hiccup a little bit in the point after touchdown, but Logan Rush puts it through the uprights.
Yeah, snap looked good. He just kind of, I don't know if the ball slipped, but he just kind of double clutched the ball as it put it down on the tee, but all's well that ends well.
This Roughrider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and a local agent. Call or stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Jay Schaefer kicks it off, and that's going to go into the end zone.
I think they're going to call an offsides, though. There's a
on the Roughriders?
Yeah, there's a penalty on the field. They blew it dead.
So we have a Dave Weilbacher penalty flag on the field.
Maybe we can get a replay. We can see if we can see one of the guys. A little hard to see from that angle. There we go.
It's got to be one of those four.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
way up at the top.
Yeah, way at the top. He's 2 or 3 yards past the kicker. But let you get away with a little bit.
A little bit. Well, we want to say a special hey to Logan Yelton. He's down in Florida right now. I'm sure he's watching a ball game on Rider Nation Station. I think he's down there doing a little bit of golfing.
Oh, yeah,
so we hope
golf trip.
Hope the weather's nice down there as it is here. Schaefer's kick on the hop, and it'll bounce into the end zone.
Wow.
So took about a second off the clock, and that was about it.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before, Joe. Low kickoff that bounces like off a, and it's going so hard that it bounces from the 15-yard line.
It was like a rock across water. It just skipped. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Celina Bulldogs. The ball is placed at their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lone sent back behind Adams as Xander Jones. Give it to Jones. He's got a hole. And he's going to pick up a Celina first down, I believe.
It's going to stop the clock for a little bit. Celina does have, it says two timeouts, but I thought they used 2 of their timeouts.
St. Mary's has used 1. Celina has used 1. So it's a Bulldog first down at the 30-yard line of Celina. 31 seconds, clock is running. Xander Jones is going to get the corner, and he's going to pick up another first down. Clock is stopped with 12 seconds remaining. Well, this gets scary for me when the Roughrider defense gives up that much yardage.
Yeah, if there was any more, I think they're just going to let the clock run out, Joe. That's surprising.
That's going to be the end of the first half with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. It's the St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Celina Bulldogs 7. We'll be back with the Hewer Renovating halftime show with Zach and John Burke, and then, of course, we'll have the script writers for you at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party, dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Roughrider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Grand Lake Health Systems Field for the Hewer Renovating halftime show. Hewer Renovating, your residential specialist. Call 419-394-8643 for all your home renovation needs. Well, tonight, everyone, I'm joined by a special guest, Jonathan Burke, high school principal, class of 2005, along with myself, St. Mary's alum. John, thanks for joining me up here tonight.
Absolutely, Zach. Thanks for having me.
John, how many years is this now as a principal for St. Mary's?
So this is my 5th at the high school as the high school principal, and I did 4 years in the middle school as their assistant principal before that.
Oh my gosh, so almost 10 years back in St. Mary's at your alma mater. How are things going personally for you being back home and in these positions?
Oh, I love it. I taught math outside of Chicago and came back to St. Mary's once we started having kids, and now we've got 3 boys that keep us busy, so coaching youth soccer and youth basketball and flag football and all the stuff. So we stay busy, but it's a lot of fun, and having family back here in St. Mary's and getting to know class of 05 people like you, and getting to see people that we graduated with and we grew up with, and now seeing their kids come up through middle school and high school. It's a lot of fun. It makes it a lot of fun for me.
A little bit easier to raise kids here than the outskirts of Chicago, maybe?
Yeah. And childcare is a lot cheaper here. and you can trust everybody, and that's it. Just bringing up kids in a small town. They don't have football crowds like this.
Right, yeah. Well, we're blessed as a school system to have you back. Over these last 9 years. I always tell people when I think about our school system, I think about all the alumni that are there with Bill Ruane at the top. And we just recently hired Amanda Sampson.
Yep.
Amanda Wendell, sorry.
Yep.
Mrs. Wendell as a principal. And she's, of course, from our class as well. So we've got lots of people who weren't St. Mary's students, but it's really neat and special when we can have some of those students back as educators and as administration. And I think it just they've got a built-in love of the school district, and that shows in the classroom and in the hallways.
Yeah, and I think it says one thing for the talent that we've developed here in St. Mary's City Schools, and they've gone out and come back, because the people we're hiring are very good talent. And when you have the background and you understand your community, it helps that much more. It helps you network around the community. When you're calling home to that parent, and maybe it's a tough conversation, if they understand who you are and where you're coming from, it makes some of those hard conversations a little bit easier.
Well, as Celina's band is here on the field, just wanted to remind everybody we're going to jump off of this show here and get to SMAB when they come out and do their script writers, which is always so exciting. But before we do that, we wanted to talk about the school year and the high school and what's been going on academically, athletically, with the arts, and maybe you could give us a little bit of an update.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, we have a high school one-act plays performance. It's going to be Halloween themed. That's at 7 o'clock in the auditorium. Our drama club's got big enough that we have 2 performances, one in the fall, one in the spring. We just had a choir concert this month, and it went really well. Mrs. Lambert does an awesome job of showcasing the personalities and the talents of the individual kids. Right now, we've got boys, girls, soccer have all made it to district. Well, the girls play tomorrow. They play Van Wert for their sectional championship, so I shouldn't get ahead of myself. But
yeah,
hopefully we'll have both boys and girls soccer in districts next week. Volleyball will be playing Celina on Tuesday in Bluffton for district semifinal. So athletically, things are going really well. Our cross-country team competes tomorrow for the district in the district meet, and it looks like we got a good possibility of hosting a home football game. So in the playoffs next week. So things are going really well athletically, and then academically, some of our clubs are at the top of the state. We have DECA and FFA that over the last 3, 4, and maybe even longer than that, have been at the top of their game. FFA is recognized nationally every single year as being a top 10 program. And they have their national FFA convention here in 2 weeks. They go to Indianapolis. DECA has their more regional competition. It's going to be here at the beginning of November. So we've had more trophies come back from DECA competitions than we ever had last year. We've had more kids get state and national recognized through FFA, and we had a state officer last year in McKenzie Yacht.
I was on vacation last week. Does the FFA put goats in yards? Somebody put goats in my yards, and I can't figure out which club did it.
So FFA does the goats in the yards as a fundraiser, and you got to pay to get them out of there.
I was on vacation, and all I had to do was wait 5 or 6 days, and they took them out. So I got to get my donation somewhere, I guess. But it's also only a couple. Is this the end of the 9 weeks?
Today marked the end of the first 9 weeks.
Okay.
And this year's gone fast.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. We're halfway through the first semester. It's absolutely incredible.
Well, we're gonna be breaking off here for a second as the script writers comes out. Wanted to thank my guest here, John Burke, for joining me up here. I guess, John, as you leave, how's the girls basketball gonna be this year?
We had our first practice today, and we don't have everybody because a lot of our players play volleyball and soccer. So we're looking forward to our season. We get started at Fairview on November 18th. So I appreciate you asking about that. We're getting going. It's nice to be back in the gym too.
Well, thanks again to my guest in his 5th year as St. Mary's Memorial High School principal, John Burke. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the stadium and to SMAB, St. Mary's All Brass Marching Band, as they perform Script Writers.
Thanks, Zach.
24 senior members are honored this evening for their contributions to the band program. These young ladies and gentlemen and their parents are to be commended for their outstanding musicianship, personality, and service to the band program and Memorial High School. Their accomplishments and dedication are a testament to the importance that music plays in their everyday life. Thomas Bills is escorted tonight by his parents, Chris and Lisa Bills. He plays trumpet. After high school, Thomas plans to attend college and double major in pre-veterinary studies and biochemistry, and then pursue veterinary school. Carly Burt is escorted tonight by her parents, James and Tanya Burt. She plays tenor sax and baritone. After high school, Carly plans to attend Rhodes State College, majoring in physical therapy. Jack Booth is escorted tonight by his parents, Josh Booth and Kelly Stoner. He plays trumpet. After high school, Jack plans to attend Wright State Lake Campus and pursue an associate's degree in criminal justice and join the police academy. Claire Bupp is escorted tonight by her parents, Robert Bupp and Joanna Kovar. She plays oboe and trumpet. After high school, Claire plans to attend Edison State College to study veterinary technology. Cadence Carpenter is escorted tonight by her parents, Norman and Kristen Carpenter. She plays the mellophone and clarinet. After high school, Cadence plans to pursue a degree in pharmacy. Wilbur Clauser is escorted tonight by his parents, Jeff and Samantha Clauser. He plays trumpet in both marching and concert bands. After high school, Wilbur plans to enter the workforce. Rebecca Feely is escorted tonight by her parents, Jeff and Angie Feely. She plays flute and is a majorette. After high school, Rebecca plans to attend college, majoring in developmental psychology and pursue a career in either school psychology or social work. Morgan Hesse is escorted tonight by her parents, John and Amy Hesse. She plays both the clarinet and the mellophone. After high school, Morgan plans to attend college. Nova Koenig is escorted tonight by her parents, Dustin and Nikki Koenig. She plays both the oboe and trombone. After high school, Nova plans to attend Liberty University to major in government. Jacob Long is escorted tonight by his parents, Larry Angles and Kelly Long. He plays the French horn and is our drum major. After high school, Jacob plans to attend college. Carly Lucas is escorted tonight by her parents, Jerry and Jen Lucas. She is the percussionist and plays marching bass drum. After high school, Carly plans to attend college to major in biomedical engineering. Taylor Meeker is escorted tonight by her dad, Josh Meeker. She plays the tenor saxophone and mellophone. After high school, Taylor plans to pursue a career as a 911 operator. Jackson Monroe is escorted tonight by his parents, Jeremy and Krista Monroe. He is a percussionist and plays marching snare. After high school, Jackson plans to attend Ohio Northern University to major in pharmacy. Calvin Morris is escorted tonight by his parents, Brian and Lizanne Morris. He is a percussionist and plays marching snare. After high school, Calvin plans to attend Ohio Northern University to major in clinical psychology. Gracie Moyer is escorted tonight by her parents, Jesse and Nikki Moyer. She plans to play both the clarinet and trumpet. After high school, Grace plans to serve her country in the United States Army. Haley Opperman is escorted tonight by her parents, Mike Opperman and Jessica Jones. She plays the clarinet and trumpet. After high school, Haley plans to attend college and major in psychology. Claire Overly is escorted tonight by her parents, Nathan and Mary Overly. She plays flute and is a majorette. After high school, Claire plans to attend the University of Findlay. Tegan Patterson is escorted tonight by her parents, Shane and Brandy Patterson. She plays clarinet and trumpet. After high school, Tegan plans to attend Rhodes State College to study dental hygiene. Jody Perry is escorted tonight by her parents, Jeff and Julie Perry. She plays the flute and is a field commander. After high school, Jody plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and major in neuroscience. Morgan Rumford is escorted tonight by her parents, Cliff and Connie Rumford. She plays clarinet and baritone. After high school, Morgan plans to attend Wilmington College and major in organizational leadership with a minor in agriculture. Molly Sandberg is escorted tonight by her parents, Mark and Jennifer Sandberg. She is a percussionist and plays tenor drums and marching band. After high school, Molly plans to serve her country in the United States Army to study emergency medicine. Kayla Sawmiller is escorted tonight by her parents, Bill and Melissa Sawmiller. She plays trumpet. After high school, Kayla plans to attend the University of Findlay and major in pre-veterinary medicine. Molly Slosser is escorted tonight by her parents, Scott and Sherry Slosser. She also plays the alto sax and is a field commander. After high school, Molly plans to attend college to study pre-law. Brooke Turner is escorted tonight by her parents, Kevin and Amy Turner. She plays baritone. After high school, Brooke plans to attend college to become a veterinarian technician. Please give a huge round of applause for our SMAP senior class of 2023.
We welcome you back to the Heuer Renovating Halftime Show. Joe Hurlbut alongside Zach Farrell. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show here tonight from Grand Lake Health Systems Field. John Burke, our guest, and of course the presentation of our seniors and of course script writer. We're going to keep it right here before the second half kickoff. We're going to take a look at some of the numbers in the first half, and once again, here's Zach.
Yeah, Joe, so St. Mary's dominating a lot of categories, but only just one touchdown up on the board. St. Mary's has 9 first downs to Celina's 3. St. Mary's has 150 total yards to Celina's 83. Celina's got 51 yards passing. St. Mary's has 32 rushes already for 150 yards. Celina has 8 rushes for 32 yards. St. Mary's got 1 lost fumble. Celina's got 1 fumble, but they held on to it. 2 penalties so far for St. Mary's for 15 yards. Third down conversion, St. Mary's is 3 for 6. Celina is 1 for 4. 2 punts for St. Mary's for a total of 49 yards. 3 punts from Celina for a total of 110 yards. Average drive start, St. Mary's from their 43.2 yard line and Celina from the 34.5 yard line. Time possession real big right now. St. Mary's up, St. Mary's 16 minutes and 1 second. Celina 7 minutes and 59 seconds. So almost twice as much time of possession from St. Mary's. Of course, we saw them drive down the field early on and not be able to put it in the end zone, which is really hurting them right now. But nonetheless, they still have a 7-point lead. Looking individually, Aiden Hinkle, 22 rushes for 106 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 4.8 yards a carry. Colton Mabry, 4 for 16, 4 rushes for 16 yards, averaging 4 yards a rush. Braden Sullivan, 3 rushes for 23 yards, averaging 7.7 yards a rush. Passing-wise, Nick Adams, 4 for 8 for 7 yards. And Nathan Rammel with that 1 pass for 44 yards down the field on that big play to Adam Faber. Xander Jones, 6 rushes for 31 yards, with 14 yards. Landon Ackley with the sole touchdown of the night for Celina so far. So overall, maybe I exaggerated a little bit when I said St. Mary's was dominating the stats, but they are certainly up on Celina stats-wise. And like I said, just not able to finish a couple drives there in the first half, which would have probably made this a game not as close as it was now.
You know, you mentioned it, Zach, and it was obvious. The statistics, we dominate the numbers, but you know, you would think with the domination of numbers, you would have a little bit bigger lead. But the Roughriders have 14 points on the Family Audiology scoreboard. They lead by 7. We get ready to bring you the second half here at Grand Lake Health System Field. But keep in mind, the Roughriders have done it all on the ground. They have not attempted a pass. And I'm not so sure that if they attempt a couple of passes here, if it loosens the Celina defense up, because again, as we've noticed, they're starting to putting a lot of people in the box. The drawback about putting a lot of people in the box, if you can get somebody like Hinkle or Mabry or Sullivan to bust through there, you're home free.
Yeah, we really haven't seen any passes or rushes, for that matter, from Steinberg, Carter Steinberg. I've been kind of interested on a couple of these 2nd and 5s. I thought maybe we'd get to see a boot from him, because I'm just interested to see if he could maybe be an outside threat running the ball too.
Well, and another thing that just kind of came to my mind is that, you know, you put Carter Steinberg out toting the football, you run the risk of getting him hurt.
I thought about that too.
And then, so maybe that's part of the plan too, is just protect him, get him behind center, let him hand it off, and let those brutes behind him carry the football.
Well, you've had so many rushers all year able to fill in and get some big gains. You certainly think that St. Mary's is ready to rely on their running backs to try to get that done.
We're just about ready for the second half. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and a local agent. Call or stop and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Schaefer will attempt the kickoff. The kick is up. It's a high end over end kick. It's going to bounce at the goal line and go into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line where Celina will have it 1st and 10 with no time running off the clock.
Joe, we've got lots of community things going on this weekend and next week, one of which is the Pucky Huddle Craft Show for the St. Mary's Chamber. It's tomorrow from 10 to 3 at the high school. Just wanted to remind everybody out there in Rider Nation about that. We'll have some more announcements about some events next week, I think, coming up as well.
Nick Adams in the gun, lone, all by himself. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for the Celina Bulldogs. Quick pass over to Xander Jones, and we'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Just underway here at second half.
Well, that was one thing I was surprised we didn't see more of in the first half, which was the real quick pass from Celina. They scored a touchdown on a quick pass last weekend in the flats, and was a little surprised that we didn't see that more in the first half.
3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right once again. Adams pulls the ball down. He's going to run the football and right into the hands of Caden Sharp. Caden did a nice job mirroring the quarterback, staying at home and making the tackle, and it'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 3. Good crowd on hand here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Both sides have brought their fans to this contest, this rivalry that goes back a long, long way. Adams throw, he'll pick up the 1st down. The catch is caught by Xander Jones. So they'll pick up a 1st down. Some scores around the Western Buckeye League. Van Wert leads Bath in the 3rd quarter, 35-7. No score on Shawnee or Elida. OG leads Kenton 28-13. Walpock at the half, 12-0 over the Defiance Bulldogs. So Defiance giving Walpock all they can handle. Adams in the shotgun. Couple step drop across the middle is the pass, and it's complete. They got to hang on to him. And the pass is complete to Nathan Rammel. Not only can he throw it, but he can catch it.
Yeah, Celina's starting to find a little rhythm here with their passing game, and they're doing it through these quick passes. A little slant here, a little dump off pass in the flats there.
Two running backs beside Adams. Pass across the middle, and it is caught by Ramel, and he'll get a first down. We'll give him a gain of about 15 on the play. So the Bulldogs are starting to go to the air in hopes that it will loosen up their running attack. And it's been Adams to Nathan Ramel. The last two pass completions. Clock continues to run, 9:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Three receivers to the right, two to the left. There's a pass, it's tipped and sails out of bounds, incomplete. Clock will stop.
Looked like nearly picked off from Tristan Gardner. See here on the replay. Whew. Tristan Gardner about had another pick six on his hands.
It'll be second down and 10 for Celina. Ball at the St. Mary's 40-yard line. Pass across the middle. Pass is complete to Carter Allstetler. No, check out. That's Adam Faber, number 9. It'll be another first down for Celina as they're moving the ball against this Roughrider defense.
St. Mary's brought a couple more of their linebackers that time, trying to get some extra pressure on Adams, and didn't really get to him. He was able to make a pretty nice pass.
Adams has gone for it all, and it's incomplete. Tonight's Roughrider Trivia winner will receive a gift card for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. You can pick that gift card up next week at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. And here is tonight's Roughrider Trivia question. I gave you a hint during our third and long program on Wednesday. What father and son Celina quarterback combo both own victories over the Roughriders? I'll repeat it after this play. Quick pass out, almost picked off again by Gardner. Roughriders get pressure. Sharp, King, Compton all in on pressuring the quarterback. So once again, here's the Roughrider trivia question. What father and son Celina quarterback combo both own a victory over the Roughriders? It'll be third down and 10 for Celina. Here comes the Roughrider defense.
Get him.
They've got him. Schaefer's chasing him down. He's going to launch it across the middle. The pass is caught. And they're going to pick up a first down and a touchdown.
Wow.
Well, the Roughriders had Nick Adams dead to rights, but he was able to escape and find a receiver right there at about the 24-yard line, Braylon Gabus, and he breaks a couple of tackles and takes it in, and the Celina Bulldogs pull to within one on the Family Audiology scoreboard with the point after to come.
Oh, looked like a little
We got a
false start.
We got a Dave Weilbacher penalty on the play. Zach Graber will attempt the point after for Celina. And this is going to move the Bulldogs back 5.
St. Mary's defense did a little, or PAT block did a little stunt there where they shifted all to the right and brought back some linebackers real quick and caused one of the Celina offensive linemen to sort of flinch.
Snap is up, and the kick is up, and the kick is a line drive, but it goes through the uprights, and it's good. So with 8:26 remaining here in the third quarter, on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 14, the St. Mary's Roughriders 14. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Bulldog kickoff right after this.
Oglaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Celina Road or oglazeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Oglaze Equipment Rental.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
And St. Mary's, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Mabry, Sharp, and Sullivan back to receive the kickoff for the Roughriders. Here comes the kick, and it's going to come to Sharp. He drops the football, picks it up. He's got blockers out in front, and he is brought down at the St. Mary's 23-yard line. So we'll call it 1st and 10 for the Roughriders. Big possession for the Roughriders. We'll see what they do with it. Once again, our Roughrider trivia question this week: what father and son Celina quarterback combo both own a victory over the Roughriders? Joe Ginner submitted that question. Have to put him on our research staff. Aiden Hinkle on a trap play. Xavier Leclerc just pancaking people. So we'll give Hinkle a gain of 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Sullivan on the carry. He'll get close to the 30-yard line. They'll place it at the Roughrider 29-yard line. When it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 for St. Mary's. Clock continues to run here in the third quarter. You see it on your screen. It's 7:30. And counting. Steinberg, give the ball to Hinkle. He's going to bounce to the outside, and he is stopped. I believe it's number 3.
Landon Ackley.
That was a big play. That was a big play by Ackley. So with that tackle, that'll force the Roughriders to punt the football as they find themselves with a 4th and 4 situation. Jay Schaefer in to do the punting. High end over end punt. It'll hit the turf, and it's going to take a Celina bounce. And it's going to be stopped at about the 47-yard line of Celina. So the Bulldogs will have pretty decent field position.
We've seen some of those this year, got really good St. Mary's bounces and gone another 20, 30 yards, but not that one. Celina's definitely got the energy and the momentum right now, Joe.
Yep.
St. Mary's defense needs to come up with a stop or a turnover and take some of that back. Celina's certainly given them chances to pick the ball off here a couple times, and chances to really get a good stop too, and pulling some big plays out when it counts.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Adams, quick pass to Nathan Rammel. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Just a short pass. Adams gets it to Rammel, and lets him do the rest. Another pass out here to Rammel, and he's tackled.
Actually to Faber.
Faber, yep, you're right. And Jamal Kessler in on the stop.
7 and 9 look alike from way up here, don't they?
They do. Although I'll tell you what, Celina wearing their traveling white jerseys with green numerals sure beats the camouflage outfit they wore last year.
Oh, that was rough.
It was. It's third down. We're going to call it a long three for Celina. They look over to head coach Brendan Bader to get the offensive play. Obviously, this is a check. And it's going to be a first down.
Ball's
the ball's
out.
loose. Roughriders got it.
32, Schaefer.
Jay Schaefer comes up with the loose pigskin, and the Roughriders have stopped the Celina Bulldogs, and they'll take over 1st and 10. The ball will be placed at their own 38-yard line.
Well, that was a first down and more where Landon Ackley gets stripped right there. Not sure who that was coming in the play to strip it. But nice job of Jay Schaefer falling on the ball. Let's see who that is right there laying on the ground. 45.
Sullivan.
Big play, and now the offense needs to take the emotion, take the energy, and march it down the field.
Colton Mabry on that carry. Give him a gain of about 1 on the play. Steinberg, turn, give the ball to Hinkle, and he's going to get about 2 on the play, so it'll bring up third down and long for St. Mary's. We'll see what offensive coordinator Kobe Fry has up his sleeve. Caleb Felver checks into the ball game. He'll go wide to the right. Mabry. He's going to gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it, well, it'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see what the Roughriders, I think they're going to bring the punt team on, as Jay Schaefer is going to be called upon again to try to pin the Bulldog offense back into their own territory.
That was really blocked extremely well. There's just one player in the hole that came in and made the play there, and Colton Mabry had to jump over a couple of guys and got a little off balance. Otherwise, he may have easily had that first down.
Nice snap. And he shanks this a little bit off to the right, and it'll travel out of bounds at the Celina 28-yard. Well, they're going to mark it at the 30. I don't know if that's a good spot or not. It looked to me like it went out at about the 28-yard line.
They brought it. Nope, they got it at the 30.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Celina Bulldogs. The ball is placed at their own 30-yard line. 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. Roughriders need a big play. Nick Adams' pass is complete to Adam Faber. It's going to be enough for a first down, so they'll move the sticks, and the Celina Senior Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 at their own 40.
A little tricky handoff, fake in the backfield, and threw kind of a dangerous ball right in the middle of a lot of coverage.
Sure did.
But credit to Adams, made a nice throw right in the breadbasket. Oh.
Xander Jones on the tackle. Eludes one would-be tackler, but the Rough Rider defense was there to clean it up. You see on the bottom of the pile.
Kevin
Jamal
Perry
Kessler.
in the back.
Kevin Perry had a shot at him, and he eluded him. But then you have a host of Rough Rider defenders there. Kevin Perry came back in and got in on the tackle. So we're going to call it 2nd down and 9. The ball is placed at the Bulldog 41-yard line. Pass is caught by Xander Jones. He steps out of the tackle of Hayden Davis, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. Kevin Perry makes the stop. Of course, he leads this team in tackles and ranks as one of the leaders in the Western Buckeye League in tackles. Ball is placed at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Adam Faber was wide to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Adams keeps the football, and he'll gain about 3 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. 1:55 remaining. Bud Fitzgerald texted, and he said that him and his wife Barb are coming back from Maine. They're somewhere in New York. Doesn't really know exactly where in the state of New York he's at, but he's in New York.
Thankful for them tuning in.
I think that was Xander Jones on the carry, I believe.
Actually, Landon Ackley with a little sweep around the outside.
Yeah, there, you're right, Ackley.
No one really there to answer for St. Mary's until 10 yards down the field. And Celina is just methodically marching down now. Looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Nick Adams will keep it. He'll go to the right side, and he is going to be tackled by Caleb Felver. Nice job, Caleb, of coming up and with run support. And he'll tackle Nick Adams for a 2-yard loss, so we'll call it 2nd down and 12. The ball is now placed at the Rough Rider 38-yard line. Nick Adams, 6-foot senior in the shotgun. He throws it across the middle. Pass is caught by Braylon Gabus. So we'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. We'll call it 3rd and 4 for the Celina Bulldogs. I think they're in 4-down territory.
Yeah, you got to think Celina's probably looking for another quick pass like they just threw there.
I think they're going to let the clock run out. 5 seconds remaining. So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So with the score on our Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 14, the Celina Bulldogs 14. It's time now for another big Rough Rider replay.
3-yard line. Goodwin calls the signals. Damon hands the ball to Jimmy Cook, looks for room, breaks the tackle, gets it, fumbles the football, and it's recovered. I believe number 55, Mark Cisco, is there to recover the fumble at the 49-yard line. So Mark Cisco recovers the fumble. It'll be 4.
Of course, Mark Cisco, number 55, played offensive tackle for the Rough Riders. Had a good career there, and later went on to become an official, and is retiring at the end of this season after 40 years of being an official.
Yeah, and if you get a chance, check out the Rider Nation station, Rules of the Game this week with Mark Cisco live from Guarneri's on Wednesday night. it was a neat time. Had his friend's family and his crew there, and some people shared some stories. Some people asked some questions. We looked at clips, so it was really great to have Mark in there, and it's a really great 40-year career as an official.
Adams in the shotgun by himself. Throws it across the middle. Pass is caught by Landon Ackley. This is kind of an unusual statistic for Mark. He's been an official for 40 years. He has refereed 2 games at St. Mary's in those 40 years. London to start the season, and the final one here during the regular season now. It's the only 2 games he has officiated here at St. Mary's.
Wow.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Celina. Give the ball to Xander Jones. How are we doing on answers, do you know?
A lot of correct answers,
Correct
Joe.
answers, so people were paying attention.
Yep.
So we'll give him a gain of 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. 11 minutes remaining in the football game. Score is tied on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Oh, nice one-handed catch by Xander Jones. I think as a matter of fact,
Coach would have rather he dropped it, though.
Exactly, because he lost the 4 yards that they picked up on the previous play. So we'll call it 3rd down and 10 for Celina.
Money down!
Third down and 10 for Celina. The ball is at the Roughrider 16-yard line. Adams breaks out of a tackle. He's got a wide receiver open, and touchdown, Celina. Adam Faber on the receiving end of the the Nick Adams 16-yard touchdown pass. Roughriders had him right here. Schaefer has him. He breaks that tackle, and he has enough poise to find Adam Faber. And
how many times have we seen that this year, though, Joe?
Exactly.
Got a guy wrapped up, and he squeaks out and makes a big play down the field.
So the point after coming by Zach Graber for Celina to give them a 7-point lead. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:59 remaining here in the football contest, on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 21, the St. Mary's Roughriders 14. Back in a moment.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's is proud to support Roughrider athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughrider football game streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, the greatest of all times.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbut alongside Zach Farrell while they're getting ready for this kickoff. We will tell you the answer to our Roughrider trivia question. Who is the only father-son quarterback combo both to own a victory over the Roughriders? It's Joe Bath and his son Mike Bath. Mike Bath had an illustrious career at Celina, as did Joe, but Mike later went on and played college football down at the University of Miami and had a good career down there as well. So Joe and Mike Bath is the correct answers. This Roughrider kickoff return is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and the local agent. Call or stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Sullivan gets the ball all the way out to about the 37-yard line. righty, and we want to congratulate Jamie Regadance as the winner. And he can pick up a certificate for a 15-inch pizza at Fort Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. Pick that up at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance next week at your convenience and during normal business hours. So congratulations to Jamie Regadance. Had a lot of right answers. And I'll tell you what, those two guys are probably very well known in the history of Celina quarterbacks. They've had some good ones over the years. Nice run by Aiden Hinkle. He'll pick up a Fowler TV first down. So this is a big possession for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders would like to get those 7 points back and tie this ball game.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's felt like the St. Mary's hasn't been able to answer offensively until they get into a little trouble defensively, and then the offense comes alive and marches down the field.
Colton Mabry on the carry. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Mabry on the carry again. We'll give him a gain of almost 4 on the play, almost 5. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 3 for the Rough Riders. It's a big offensive play for St. Mary's. Obviously, I think with 8:12 remaining in the ball game, we're in 4-down territory, obviously. Carter Steinberg, your quarterback. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. Hinkle off tackle. He's going to be close to a Fowler TV first down. And they're going to say he's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down and inches for the Rough Riders. This is a big play.
Man, it's 4th down and 2 inches at the most, Joe.
So do we let Steinberg keep it and go behind Caleb Miller?
I think you know as a center what I would be choosing.
Long count. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. And we've got a Fowler TV first down. And it looked like, in all honesty, the right halfback jumped just a smidgen.
Oh, the Celina coaches definitely thought so. We could hear him through a couple walls in here.
He's leaning. He's leaning.
That's
he's
real
leaning.
close.
He was leaning. No harm, no foul. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the Celina 36-yard line. Hinkle on the carry. Boy, and he just gets a couple of yards and stretches forward for another 3. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. Braxton King trotting off, obviously giving the Rough Riders a little bit more beef on the front line. Turn, give the ball to Mabry. Mabry's got blockers out front. He's going to be close to a Fowler TV first down. It all depends. I think he's going to get it. So they're going to move it.
Yeah, he definitely had the
Gets to
20-yard
the
line, 25-yard line, yeah. Been some questionable spots tonight, though, so.
Yeah, you never know.
Be extra sensitive rules of the game this week.
Oh, yeah, you will. 1st and 10, Rough Riders. Ball at the Celina 25-yard line. Give it to Hinkle. Hinkle up the middle.
Oh.
And it's going to be close to another Fowler TV first down. We'll see where they mark the ball. It's going to be a little bit short. We'll give him a gain of 9 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 1. 6 minutes remaining in the football contest. Rough Riders are on the march. They have the football. It's at the 16-yard line of Celina. Full house in the backfield. Steinberg turns, give the ball to Hinkle, right smack up the middle. It'll be a Fowler TV first down, chewing up big chunks of yardage. So Aiden Hinkle continues to add to his league-leading yardage. Full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. Inside the 5, and he's going to be down close to the 3-yard line. Going to spot it right almost in the middle of the field.
See a lot of the St. Mary's guys calling for the play to come in quick. They want to get up to the ball. They can sense that Celina's tired.
Yep.
They want to keep it going. You watch Sullivan here right at the end of the play. He says, let's go. Let's go. Let's get ready.
Yep.
I felt that on some drives when I played. It was
Full
like
house in the backfield. Hinkle, touchdown, Rough Riders. He walks it in from 3 yards out as the fireball ignites. So the Rough Riders, with 5 minutes remaining, pull within 1 with the point after coming. There you see it on our Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. Braden Sullivan will hold for the point after, coming off the foot of Logan Rush. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5 minutes remaining here in the ball game, on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 21, your St. Mary's Rough Riders 21. Back in a moment.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles 767. People helping people.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we don't play any of those pricing games. Our quality vehicles are priced at or below market value, and our no-pressure friendly staff is here to help you. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron Hyde, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Alrighty, we're back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. We've got ourselves a dandy. The final regular season game of the 2022 season. St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Celina Bulldogs. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and a local agent. Call or stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Boy, the Rough Riders had an opportunity to kind of keep them back inside the 30-yard line, which is their goal on the kickoff team, but that's not the case, as the Celina Bulldogs will have it in fairly decent field position. The ball will be placed at the Bulldog 33-yard line. Nice return by Braylon Gabus. Nick Adams is going to go back, pump fakes, and he ducks under, and he overthrows his intended receiver. And again, Nick Adams just ducked under a potential sack.
Jay Schaefer did a great job of swimming past his guy, but he's got to break down and hit that quarterback.
When Nick Yale's got to be pulling his hair out.
Good coverage downfield, really dangerous throw again.
Yeah.
Sharp nearly turned into a wide receiver on that.
Xander Jones, the lone setback beside Nick Adams. He rolls to his left, looking across the middle. He pulls it down. He's going to go to his right. The Rough Riders got him this time. They got him this time. I believe it on the stop is Caleb Felver. If he's not, he's pretty pumped up.
Well, that pump.
He got him.
Yeah, that's Felver. That pump faked out our cameraman. But they got some replay footage here.
Well, this is 3rd down and 17. This is a big defensive play for the Rough Riders and an opportunity to give the ball back to St. Mary's in pretty good field position.
Yeah, need that D-line to step up and get some pressure early.
He's got all the time in the world. He's gone deep, and it's up in the air.
Ooh,
and almost
man.
picked off by Caden Sharp. But nonetheless, it'll force the Bulldogs to punt the football with 3:52 remaining in the ball game. And the Rough Riders can put this one away with a sustained drive and a touchdown. So back to receive the punt, Caden Sharp and Braden Sullivan. Xander Jones will punt the football for the Bulldogs. Another high punt. This one's going to turn over. Sullivan's going to get it. And he's got room to run. Right up the middle. Right up the middle. He's to the, and he's tackled.
My.
Braden Sullivan. It was a nice touchdown saving tackle by Jack Hasten. I believe number 5. Other than that, he's going to be standing close to the end zone.
Great job blocking back there, keeping the hands off the backs, putting their heads in front. Sullivan just does the rest, makes a nice cut.
1st and 10, Rough Riders, ball at the Celina 49. Here comes Colton Mabry. Nice run. We'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. The Rough Riders.
They want to move quick, Joe.
They do. They do.
They're ready.
They can sense that the Celina defense is starting to tire. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 for the Rough Riders. Ball at the Celina 43-yard line. Full house in the backfield. Steinberg, turn, give the ball to Hinkle. He's going to be close to a Fowler TV first down. I believe he's going to get it. They're going to move the chains, and so the Rough Riders will have a fresh 4. Clock is stopped. Player down on the field. We have an official timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Celina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
All righty. Dalton Chilcote was the injured player for the Celina Bulldogs, and he was able to walk off under his own power. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the Celina 39-yard line. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. He bowls forward. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. He's still pushing forward, but the whistle is stopped. The play is blown dead, so they'll move the chains. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for St. Mary's. 2:35, clock is rolling. Turn, give the ball to Sullivan. Clock continues to run, 2:15 and counting. It'll be 3rd down. We're going to call it 5 for St. Mary's. Ball is at the Celina 34-yard line. This is a big offensive play for the Rough Riders. They need a 1st down to keep it moving. Here comes Mabry. Mabry on the corner. He's to the 15-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds.
Let's watch this Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay right here, running right into your living room. Colton Mabry. That's going to make the highlight show.
American Legion Post 323 video highlight show. That'll come your way tomorrow after our crew gets it all put together and gets it online. Full house in the backfield. 1st and 10, Rough Riders. Ball at the 17. Hinkle dives over the top. We'll give him a gain of a couple before he stopped. And we'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Clock is running. 1:35 remaining in the football game. Caleb Miller leads the offensive line out. Steinberg underneath, full house in the backfield. Give it to Colton Mabry. Colton. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Keep the clock going, though, Joe.
Yep. We'll check it on this instant replay if we can to see if they yanked a face mask and they missed one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Without question. We've got a timeout on the field called by the Celina Bulldogs with 1:10 remaining. We're knotted at 21. We'll be back right after this.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Well, Zach, the Rough Riders have the ideal situation. They have it 3rd and 3. The ball is at the 10-yard line. It's on the right hash mark. And they've got Celina defense wearing out.
Tie game against your rival, marching down the field, chance to put it in yourself and ice the game away. This is what you ask for as a senior coming to play football at St. Mary's.
Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. It's going to be a Fowler TV first down. It's going to be marked at about the 6-yard line. Carter Steinberg pumping his fist in the air. He's excited. And they got, like you said, keep it going, keep it going.
Another timeout from Celina.
We've got a timeout called by Celina. I think this is more to get air more than anything. 1:02 remaining, tied up at 21. Back in just a moment.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
All righty, 1:02 remaining in the football game. The Rough Riders have the football. 1st and goal. The ball is placed at the Celina 6-yard line. And then it's, there you see on your screen, our Rough Rider student body. It's jailbreak night. It's
really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's jailbreak is the theme.
Oh, they got inmates.
Everybody's in their orange.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, as long as it's pretend and they don't repeat it in real life. Of course, that's why we got great attorneys like David Walbacher around, right?
Absolutely. 1st and goal. Ball is at the Celina 6-yard line. Full house in the backfield. Turn. Aiden Hinkle. Buster.
Wow.
Touchdown! Aiden Hinkle. Well, I'll tell you what, another outstanding ball fake in the backfield. I thought Sullivan had it, or Mabry had it, and Hinkle had it right up the middle, and he takes it in from 6 yards out. And the all-important point after coming off the toe of Logan Rush with 57 seconds remaining. St. Mary's takes the lead.
They even pulled the front side guard to fake it that time.
Exactly. That's kind of what I thought they were going to do. That was a good call by offensive coordinator Kobe Fry. 57 seconds remaining, point after coming with Logan Rush on to do the kicking. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 57 seconds remaining in the football game, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 28, the Celina Bulldogs 21 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll be right back with the Roughrider kickoff in just a moment.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community.
This Roughrider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. When you go with Laura Yelton State Farm, you get neighborly service and a local agent. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Schaefer on to do the kicking for the Roughriders. High end over end kick. It'll be caught and brought down. I think Adam Faber was the return man, I believe.
I think it's actually number 4.
Of course it is. It's Braylon Gabus. So that took about 6 seconds off the clock, so 53 seconds remaining in the football contest. Your Roughriders lead 28-21, Zach.
St. Mary's brought in their prevent defense here, so they got 3 down linemen, they got men back. It'll be interesting to see if Celina goes to that little handoff like they did before the half or not. That ball hit the ground. That ball hit the ground. Wow.
It'll be second down. We're going to call it 2. The Celina Bulldogs in the hurry-up offense. Pass is incomplete there. Pass was intended for Nathan Rammel. We don't have the one before it, do we?
Here we go. Let's watch this again. Yeah, that definitely hit the ground.
That was an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Third down, we're going to call it 3 for Celina. Obviously, they're in 4-down territory. They want to keep the football. 32 ticks remaining. Nick Adams is going to swing it out. And, oh, mercy. Oh, my, what a stick by Felver. Caleb Felver put the smack down. Oh.
Caleb Felver on senior night delivers the boomstick.
The boomstick, I love it. Intended receiver was Gavin Brown, and he'll think twice about reaching up for something like that again. So it's 4th down. We're going to call it 3. This is the ball game for Celina. If they don't get a first down, this game is over. Adams. And it's going to be a first down. And it's going to be a first down. Clock is stopped with 21 seconds remaining.
Clock should start when those chains are set.
Clock will go on the snap of the football, maybe. It's not running yet. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Celina. The ball is at the St. Mary's 45-yard line.
Did they say he got out of bounds?
No, I don't know. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 lone running back beside Nick Adams.
Oh, that's a false start.
We got a Dave Weilbacher penalty flag on the play. Illegal procedure called upon Celina, so it'll bring up 1st down and 15.
I think clock will have to go back to 21 seconds.
That was set at. And we'll see if they reset the game clock. They're going to reset the game clock to 21 seconds. Well, it doesn't get any better than this, does it?
No. Rivalry game down to the last second. Two very evenly matched teams.
Caden Sharp and Braden Sullivan way back. Adams being pressured by the Roughrider defense. He's going to launch one across the middle. It's knocked down by Caleb Felver. Boy, I tell you what, he has stepped it up on this series. He is fired up as well.
Must have been that great meal he had while he was watching the rules of the game with us Wednesday night.
Chase Schaefer was there. And Caleb Felver knocks it down. Nice job.
Now, I talked to the Felver boys a little bit Wednesday night. They both understand the gravity of this game.
Absolutely.
And being a Rough Rider football, they bleed blue and gold through and through.
2nd and 15 seconds remaining.
Get some pressure.
Adams, all the time in the world. He's going across the middle, and it's caught. Clock is stopped at 10 seconds. And they're going to spike it. And 3 seconds ran off the clock, so we've got 7 seconds remaining. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a new trailer or needing your current one fixed? Then head over to Midway Trailer Sales. We're conveniently located just off U.S. Highway 33 in St. Mary's and Interstate 75 in Dayton. We're your one-stop shop for new and used trailers, flatbeds, and snowplows. We also offer a...
Alrighty, Celina has it 1st and 10 at the St. Mary's 24-yard line.
Actually, 2nd 10 because of the
I'm sorry, you're right.
spike.
I'm sorry, 2nd and 10. Now we've got a timeout.
Not that it
by
makes a
Celina.
big difference. 7 seconds left.
We're going to keep it right here. We've got 7 seconds remaining. Rough Riders lead 28-21 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Zach, you made mention during the break that the Rough Riders need to put a little bit more pressure on Adams.
Yeah, I think that you're here in basically in the red zone, 23-yard line. We can't have him be able to set up there and make those long passes down the field right now. You got 7 seconds. Let him throw a quick pass if he wants to, and put some faith in your guys that you can get them tackled. But maybe put a 4th lineman or bring a linebacker up and blitz.
All righty, let's set the stage. 7 seconds remaining. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 24-yard line. We're going to call it 2nd down and 10 for Celina. St. Mary's will have 3 down linemen rushing. Quarterback Nick Adams. He's got 1 running back to the...
They brought Caleb Felver, too.
He's off balance and throws it, and it is...
Picked off!
Picked off!
Picked off
Rough
Sullivan!
Riders. And this ball game is over. Unless something unforeseen happens.
No flags, Joe. No flags.
Well,
we got fans on the field. Get off the field.
We've got 2 people on the field.
All right. I guess they're kids. That's all right. The
You're
ball
right.
boys.
Yeah, they are.
The ball boys were on the field.
1 second remaining. All Carter Steinberg has to do is take a knee.
On senior night, Braden Sullivan steps up and makes a big pick. You know, I got to give Adams credit, though. That wasn't a bad pass for the position that he was in. He had a guy streaking down the sidelines. But, wow, what a slugfest
it was.
Back and forth tonight, Joe.
And the fans are starting to exit Grand Lake Health Systems Field. What a conclusion to the 2022 football season. This has been, for lack of a better term, a dogfight. So the Rough Riders will have the football. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. All Carter Steinberg has to do is take a knee, and this ball game is over. The Rough Riders will go to 8-2 on the season, 7-2 in the Western Buckeye League.
Joe, do you run a QB sneak here instead of kneeling it? Because you only got about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, you don't. Well, you don't want to back up.
No.
Now you could run a sneak.
What a game, Joe. What a game.
Absolutely. Celina will drop to 6-4 overall and 6-3 in the Western Buckeye League. This ball game is over, folks. The St. Mary's Roughriders win it 28-21. I'll tell you what, this has been a dandy ball game. And the Roughriders in the second half, they knew when they had the Bulldog defense on the ropes and they were wearing down and they wanted to run and run the football at them, and it paid off in the long run.
Let's give credit to our seniors tonight too, Joe. Aiden Hinkle, Keegan Sharp, Caden Sharp, Jamal Kessler, Carson Giesige, Caleb Felver, Heath Gilsaver, Jace Schaefer, Tristan Gardner, Braden Sullivan, Braden Adams, Deshaun Vernon, Trent Wyckoff, Greg Felver, Caleb Miller, Eli Rickard, Braden Saylor, Hayden Warren, Carson Engel, Jake Fry, and Braxton King.
You remember. What a ball game it has been. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break so Zach and I can catch our breath. We're going to come back with the final statistics and wrap this thing up for the 2022 season. We'll tell you where we possibly could be headed and what's next for these Roughriders. We'll do that when we come back right after this.
Are you looking for a new trailer or needing your current one fixed? Then head over to Midway Trailer Sales. We're conveniently located just off U.S. Highway 33 in St. Mary's and Interstate 75 in Dayton. We're your one-stop shop for new and used trailers, flatbeds, and snowplows. We also offer a wide array of parts to fit your trailer's needs. Our professional service team will get you back on the road in no time. And of course, we're Ohio's only authorized empty hopper dealer. Come visit us at www.midwaytrailers.net. When you need a haul, give Midway a call.
If you want a winning banking relationship for all your financial needs, let Minster Bank help. We can make all your winning dreams come true. Find us at minsterbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals going the extra mile.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Celina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
Speckman Automotive, with stores in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta, is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Speckman Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve. Shop local. Shop Speckman Automotive.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, where You're watching the Hewer Renovating post-game show, brought to you by Hewer Renovating, your residential specialist. Call 419-394-8643 for all your home renovation needs. And you see right there on your screen, the student body performed a jailbreak and ran out onto the field, and they are now with the Roughrider football team as they are now listening to the band play the alma mater. And I'll tell you what, it's fitting, because this student body, I'll tell you what, you got to give them credit. They're a lot of fun to watch. They come out with a different theme every game. During the basketball season, they do the same thing, and I'll tell you what, they support this football team, and it's good to see.
Big Austin Parks there has someone on their shoulder, which makes that guy about 12 foot tall.
Exactly. Well, the Rough Riders win it 28-21 over their Cross Lake rival, the Celina Bulldogs. And I'll tell you what, it couldn't be a more fitting way to complete the 2022 season. And the Rough Riders just played their hearts out in the second half, and especially when they had to, they picked the pace up. They put the pressure on the Celina defense. And then when the offense had it, they put pressure on Adams. Unfortunately, they got it down a little closer to the end zone than I would like them to have it. But nonetheless, Braden Sullivan come up with a big pick at the 2-yard line to seal the deal here tonight. So let's take a look, Zach, at some of the numbers in the ball game.
Yeah, looking at first down, St. Mary's 16, Celina 15. Total yards, St. Mary's 274, Celina 287. Celina was 22 for 36 passing with 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. Celina had a total of 238 passing yards. St. Mary's had 60 rushes for 274 yards. Celina had 16 rushes for 49 yards. St. Mary's lost 1 fumble. Celina had 2 fumbles, lost 1 of those. St. Mary's finished the night with just 2 penalties for 15 yards, and Celina finished the night with just 1 penalty for 5 yards. That was one thing I thought the whole game was a really clean game, both sides.
So you'll have a short show on Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Third down conversions, 5 for 11 for St. Mary's, 5 for 11 for Celina, as we see some of the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replays that I'm sure a lot of these will be on the American Legion Post 323 Saturday highlight show. Looking at individual stats, Aiden Hinkle, 38 rushes for 174 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Wow.
One right there. Colton Mabry, 13 rushes for 69 yards. Also got to give a shout out. I forgot to do this when we came back at the Hewer Renovating halftime show. Jack Booz, voted by his band members tonight to dot the I in the script writers. What an honor, Jack Booz. Congratulations, senior trumpeter Jack Booz, on that. Braden Sullivan, 5 rushes for 27 yards. Nick Adams for Celina, 21 for 35 attempts for 21 completions on 35 attempts, 194 yards passing. His longest was a 29-yard pass, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Nathan Rammel, 1 for 1 on that 44-yard pass to Adam Faber. Rushing for St. Mary's, Xander Jones, 8 rushes for 36 yards. Nick Adams, 5 rushes for -3 yards. Landon Ackley, 3 rushes for 16 yards. So overall, Joe, Celina edged out St. Mary's a little bit. Time of possession, though, St. Mary's did have 27 minutes, 20 seconds, and they needed every bit of that.
Absolutely.
Celina had 20 minutes, 39 seconds. So overall, really Celina edged out St. Mary's a little bit with that last drive, pushing them over yardage-wise. But Celina had 2 turnovers that were huge, and St. Mary's had a couple drives that stalled out. Otherwise, the game could have looked a lot different.
Absolutely. Well, what does this mean for the St. Mary's Rough Riders going forward? We obviously knew coming into this contest tonight that regardless, win or lose, that they would possibly have a home field game next week. Well, we knew they were in the playoffs for sure. Whether they were going to have a home field advantage game next week, we did not know that. But here's what possibly could happen, and we won't really know who they will play. We know they will play at home. But this win over Celina, who is a division ahead of them and has an excellent record on the season, could leapfrog the Rough Riders not only up to 7, but possibly to the 6th position. Again, that's sheer speculation. We won't know until Sunday when the pairings are released by the OHSAA, but it could move them up. And
yeah.
So, but right now,
we're just a couple knuckleheads guessing here.
Absolutely.
Let the real people figure it out.
Exactly. But but they're in, and they know they're going to have a home game. So that's the best that we can do. So we'll just have to wait till Sunday, and then we'll go from there. Don't forget, next week we'll have the Bo Fry Show on Wednesday, and that'll air on Thursday. And then, of course, Rules of the Game will be streamed live from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub with my colleague Zach Farrell and Mark Sisko. So that's going to wrap it up. Any final thoughts on this season? It's been a great year. We're still not done, but for the regular season, it's done.
We're not done. I think this team's come a long way, though, from those early tough battles with Van Wert and Wapakoneta. We saw them mature as a team after that. We saw them really put the pieces together and figure out who they can rely on and how they can put drives together, and defensively how to step up and make some plays when it counts. And we saw it kind of come to fruition tonight against Celina, and they need to carry that into the playoffs. But I think overall what I'm thinking about tonight is just all the seniors out there, the cheerleaders, the band members that we see on the field right now, and the players, because what a way to end your regular season career on this field.
Absolutely. I think one thing we talked at it at the top of the broadcast, this is a game of pride, and it also is a character builder. I think the Rough Riders showed both. This was a character game and a game of pride, and when they were down, they wanted the football. They wanted it now. They wanted to march it to the end zone, and that they did. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight's telecast of the Celina St. Mary's game. We would like to thank our entire Rider Nation station crew. Of course, without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. They had some great camera shots, and I'll tell you what, if we were able to, we could nominate some of them shots for ESPYs for sure.
Yeah, it gets better and better each week.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's really unbelievable what we're able to do in St. Mary's with
absolutely.
broadcasting.
So for our entire Rider Nation station crew, for my colleague Zach Farrell, I'm Joe Hurlborough. Once again, the final score, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 28, the Celina Bulldogs 21. St. Mary's finishes the regular season 7-3 overall and 7-2 in the Western Buckeye League. We'll be back next week with Rough Rider playoff football, and more than likely it'll be right here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, so join us then. Again, for our entire Rider Nation station crew, Zach Farrell, again, I'm Joe Hurlbert. Until next week, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
What do you think, Ross?
Did you say we're out, Dave?